And we are live. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is Brother Dunya Allah and the brother.
Ariala.
All right. And first off, we want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua.
Hashem,
Kakadash.
Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopeful elect brethren, teaching and pushing his word in sincerity and in truth.
Yep.
Um, all right. So yeah, basically in this live stream, we named it from riches to rags, because right now we could see a translation of the kingdom from one nation into another, and Esau is gonna he has the fatness of the earth, right? He has the whole earth in his hand. He has all the riches and the resources, right? He's living a luxurious life, the elites of them, right? But all that's gonna change, man.
Right.
All the riches is gonna be stripped away from him, right? And given unto the nation of Israel, starting with the elect.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and I got a precept too, but it's funny because you said that because we know Esau is what? Living his best life.
Right.
And it's funny because remember that song that nigga Lil Duval made, Living My Best Life? Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. That's how Esau is. Esau ain't don't be worried about Jake. Esau be like, man, I ain't worried about you peasants, man.
Right.
I mean, that's how the elites feel in these different top elite families of these different multi billion-dollar corporations. They ain't got time going back and forth with Jake, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, they living their best life. They got the fatness of the earth. So with that being said, I want to get two precepts based off your based off what you said real fast. So we're gonna go to that blessing that Esau was blessed with, right?
Okay.
Because not only was he blessed with the sword, but he was blessed with the fatness of the earth, as you stated. It's the book of Genesis 27, verse 30. Let's start at 30. I'll start at 34. This is after Esau got back into the house and he realized that he has been supplanted by his brother Jacob for the blessing, right?
Okay.
I'll start at 34. It says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even also my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing.
Right. What's a lot?
You still hear me?
Yeah. You went out for a second. But could you read that again, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You.
Okay, yeah. I had to put it on Do Not Disturb because I ended up getting a call in and it messed me up.
Okay. No problem.
Verse 36 again, he says, and he said, is it not he rightly named Jacob? For he have supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he have taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and from the dew of heaven from above. That's the point.
Right. Yeah. So his dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. So when you go into that word dwelling, Salakia, when you go into that word dwelling, Salakia, not dwelling. When you go into that word fatness, all right, it's H 4924. The word there is mashman, and it says fatness, fat place, fertile place, richly prepared food, it says fatness, fat pieces, oil, olive, and it says fatness, stout, vigorous, fertile spots or places. So all these different places that are luxurious to stay. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they own different islands. They have these different like luxury resorts, you know. Oh yeah, and shalom to the brother humble intentions on the comment board, brother Azariah.
Hey, shalom, bro. Yeah, the brother, that was the brother calling in when it stopped when it stopped my whole system. I thought it was gonna log me out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was trying to jump in, but I don't know how you could add it and do all that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could probably just hit that real quick. Hold on.
But yeah, as the brother was saying, like they have all the places of the earth, right? But how did Esau uh uh get those places? He stole them, man. Hey, that's why the scripture say this. John 10 verse 10, it says what? The thief cometh not but for to the thief Slakia says the thief cometh not but for to steal and kill and to destroy. You see, and that's Esau, man. And that's everything that he has gotten. He has gotten by deceit, unrightly gain.
Okay.
You know.
Right. He's gotten by deceit, trickery, you
Mm-hmm.
know, bloodshed.
His blessing that goes along with his blessing, the sword.
Right. The sword through his weaponry. That's how he got it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, to the brother humble intentions, I just sent you the link over Hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be in there, both your channels. But yeah, you know, so right now Esau he has the fatness of the earth. He has all the riches, man.
I got one more for you.
Uh,
You hear me? I got one more for you.
yeah.
It's the book of Job 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So backing up, what you were saying, bro. He has the fatness of the earth. Everything is given into his hand. Everything right now on the earth is controlled by Esau Edom, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so then you can whenever you get ready, whatever you said, you can jump right to Lamentations 4 and 21.
All right, we can hop right there.
Hey, because that's like you said, what we are witnessing is we're watching the transition as Esau is on his decline.
Right. Right. It says
I can't hear the brother Azariah. Is he able to?
I didn't say nothing. Shalom,
Okay. Shalom.
I actually did have something I wanted to mention when you was talking about Esau being on this decline. You can see that in the spirit of Esau, because you see more and more these instances where Esau feels he's losing that power, and so on a low level, these demons try to enforce little different stuff that ain't got nothing to do with them. Oh, you threw away trash in the dumpster at my apartments. I'm gonna call the police on you, or let me get your license plate, or
right.
oh, you defacing property. I'm gonna hold you till the police get here. Like Esau's being petty, but the scriptures say what? The devil come down with a great wrath, for he have but a short time, So
they losing that old 1940s power.
Kind.
Right. Right.
But yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right, so this is
So Salakia. So with that being said, we about to get into this lesson, going to what? What is it? Riches to rags, man.
That's right.
Right. So I'm gonna have to grab some scriptures off my phone.
Okay. All right. I mean, I could read it. I got it already set in front of me.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you could read it.
All right, I got it. The book of Lamentations 4 verse 21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked." Close that door. Be back when you get the water running. Stop. Right. So it's time for Edom to rejoice, man. You know, that's what we tell them. Hey, live it up, max out your credit cards. Just, you know, do what is it? Fulfill your bucket list.
Oh dang, we lost the brother.
Oh,
He can pop back
right.
in though. Cause he
Right.
lead is he leading it? Is that what's going
Yeah.
on? Okay, maybe
Yeah.
his internet ain't able to keep up with it. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, like you
Fulfill-
said, hey, rejoice. You got the scripture? Rejoice. Is that what you're reading right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fulfill
yeah.
the bucket list. Hey man, if you want to grab something, you can grab
Yeah, whatever you want.
trying to grab
Salakia,
Psalm
man.
75 and 8.
Psalm 75 and 8.
Psalm 75 and 8,
Gotcha.
and I believe Jeremiah 49.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, you know, live out your bucket list, do everything you always wanted to do, because your time here is over, Joe.
Okay.
You know, it talks about there's different you know, articles coming up how basically these Edomites are in the worst case scenario right now. Not only is their women not able to produce children at a high rate, right? So that means, with that being said, that their nation is almost dwindling. But then you got the men of their nation committing suicide, because now they're starting to go through the hell that we had to go through, so to speak. And they're not even going through half of it. But the point is showing you that they can't bear it as how we could.
Okay.
Or how we had and could, same time.
Right. You know what? It's funny you mentioned that. I was at the store the other day, and this 2-liter soda fell, and like either the bottle cap and it bust over. Either the bottle cap hit this Edomite girl, or she got some soda on her, and it just looked like the most traumatizing thing she had ever gone through. Like she was ready to like bust out in tears and just sit on the ground, you know. And it just goes to show you, like, these are really a weak people, you know.
Right.
Very weak, man. Yeah. Hey, what does it say in Genesis 25? Well, the one people shall be stronger than the other.
That's right.
Yep. And then when it talks about like that cup that it's speaking of is what? Slavery, the curses that everything happened to us. So when we go into back to the title of the lesson, riches to rags, because that's part of the curses. When you go into our curses, it told us we will be at the bottom. You know, we would be we wouldn't be the head, we would be the tail. That all is starting to have to apply to Esau. You see? Okay. And so that's going to be from riches to rags. And right now he has everything. You know, even though he's on a decline, he's still the face of having everything to the world.
Okay. Right.
Yes, I got some more. This is you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say when you think riches blonde hair, blue eyed, so-called white man pops to mind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or an Amalekite.
Yep, right. Yep. Right.
That's become like the standard of being rich and being miserly and penny pinching and all those different things.
You're right. That is right, because you hear all these these niggas that be in the rap industry, when they always talk about who got the money, they always talk about the fake Jews. And it's so funny, because every time I hear it, it's like, nigga, do you know you're the real Jew? You niggas is dumb. You niggas keep talking about these motherfuckers, the real Jews, and they not.
But it's really you.
But it's really you.
Yeah.
But see, Jake, what it say? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man.
That's right.
Okay.
So so it says rejoice in Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. You see? So our iniquity, everything we had to go through is about finished. You know? And what? When Yahushua returns with the holy angels and destroy this wicked place with these wicked people, right? When they be crowned King of Kings, Lord of Lords. When we get placed back in our holy land, we're not being carried away no more. That's true. That's why it says in the book of Daniel, chapter 7, it says what basically probably paraphrasing that his kingdom should be of no end.
Right.
It ain't when
Right.
the Lord going to start ruling for a period of time, and then we're gonna go back into captivity and then go through things all up. Oh, that's out.
Yep, that's through.
Or the world gonna go back through some tribulation again. No, man.
Right. And you know, when you think about that scripture too, about it says that you shall be drunken and make thyself naked, you know. Now I always think about like a female that they start drinking too much. But what is Babylon drunk with? That power, man. I'm speaking as a man here, you know. They so drunk with that power that they start showing their hand. Esau will come out and just say, I'll bomb you. You know, Trump will come out and just say, I'll do this, because they so full of that. They own Babylon juice with this power that the Lord has given them, that now they feel like they can't be touched.
Right.
They exposing themselves.
That's their pride.
Yeah, I was about to say, what it says, thy heart have deceived thee.
Khan, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
Oh, yeah, right.
Khan.
Yeah.
So it's twofold, you know, because the Lord talked about that cup, you know, you shall surely drink of this cup that I've drunken of, which it does go into that destruction and that bad time, you know. But he drunk on that power too, man, to where he started revealing himself. Like I said again, I speak as a man, you know.
Right. I mean, part of it, drunk off his power, man. That's a part of his. That's almost like a part of his philosophies, so to speak. When you think about it on another level too.
Yeah.
You know, that's almost like a philosophy, because even when people think of or being taught, like when we be taught in school, like the greatest military and the greatest kingdoms and all that, like they always start back with who? The Greeks.
The Greeks, yep.
They always go back to themselves, and it gives them that promoting figure of, we are the best, we are on the top, we are that nation to not be fucked with.
Yeah.
Which has still led from the Greeks to end up being which has led ultimately here of America, Babylon the Great.
Yeah, what's
same people?
Right. What's a part of their philosophies? To the victor go the spoils, or you know, basically that one thing they have where it says the strong survive. I can't think of the exact quote. You know what I mean?
Right. Only the strong survive.
Only the strong survive.
I remember that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the point, and you can bring out that Psalm 75:8, 75 verse 8 next. It says, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Okay, y'all got it.
Was there something else you want to say, Daniela, before I read this?
No, you say you got the Psalm 75.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah.
So the point is like, so when it says it, he's going to visit thy iniquity, meaning the things that you have done, Edom, that shit ain't about to just be not checked.
Okay.
That's how Esau feel. What is the one of y'all might be offended when Esau be saying basically like the Lord is all together with him because he ain't get jacked up yet, he ain't get judged.
Yep.
Yeah, I can.
know what you're talking about.
But the Lord is not all together with you, you know. There's different things that, you know, had to take place for us, our disobedience, and things had to go on for a little while because we are on the Lord's time frame, you know. But you overdid yourself, Esau. You have done exceedingly way too much on the earth.
Con, I got that scripture for you. This is Psalms 50:21. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Yeah. And the Lord's going to correct y'all and set y'all in order before the eyes of his people.
Yeah, he's gonna set us in order before your eyes, like it talks about. You know, is this the man that we sometimes had in derision? You know, and be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. You know, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, these niggas was the people this whole time. You know, like he said, I will reprove thee, and I will set them in order before thine eyes. And, you know, so he's gonna destroy you niggas, you Edomites, all right, and he's gonna set the children of Israel up right before your eyes.
Yeah, right. And a
Right.
part of discovering thy sins, what you see now, is what Esau being made bare. You know, all the exposing that's going on. First, you know, the prophets that's on the scene, exposing the lies and everything that the devil has told on the earth and all the blasphemy that he been doing, you know. So this, you see the beginning of the exposing and being made bare to the whole world of this devil really is, or what type of nation that these people really are.
Right.
Ready for that Psalm 75?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start at verse 4. This is Psalm 75 and verse 4. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. You know, and that's the pride of Esau. He think that he did it himself, you know. And the Lord's like, no, you ain't do this on your own. I put you in power. Now let's get to your point. You have something to say, Yana?
Yeah, like with that word promotion, you think about someone who runs a corporation, right? The boss promotes them into a higher position to where they rule. Basically, they have control of the other people.
Yep.
So the Lord set up Esau, you know, to have control over the earth, right? So he's about to set him down and set Israel up in his stead, right? Of course, starting with Yahweh Shai.
Right, going from them riches to rags. I don't know. Ariella look like he getting something. But I'm about to quote this precept. It says, to the intent that they may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he set up over it the basis of men, you know? He set up over who he will. All right, and here's the brother's point in verse 8. For in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. Did you want more?
Yeah, and the drag. When you look at the drags, it's like the basically the last bit that be in, like, if you ever had like a soda bottle, right, and there'd be like just a little bit left. You'd be looking at it like a spit with bubbles and all that. Last dregs, everything of that Esau got to drink.
Right. Have you ever? Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. It's like, I was just gonna say, in those wine bottles, there'd be these little floaties in there, and they be solid. That goes into the dregs too. When you get a taste of them, they be bitter, be kind of nasty. You know what I'm saying? That goes into those dregs as well, like that leftover settlement that be in the bottle. Go ahead.
You got to drink all of it. You know, you got to chug it all down.
God.
You know,
was there some more on there that you wanted?
What on that Psalm 75?
I think that's
I believe you hit the point on it.
God.
Let me see. Yeah, will you stop that?
I could continue. It says, but I will declare forever, I will sing the praises of the power of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted, like we was going into right above that, like we mentioned.
That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. All the horns of the wicked should be cut off, man. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, and just as King David said, man, the Lord's gonna have us to execute vengeance, you know, and execute the judgment that's written. You know, they're gonna have to go through slavery like we did. You know, we're gonna slap some chains on them, man. I'm gonna try to get that scripture real quick.
I got one. Okay, Ecclesiastes, Slakia. Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, all the injuries and the riches that they got by deceit, right? They got their riches by slaying the Gadites, which are the Native American Indians, and enslaving the Negroes, okay, which would be the tribe of Judah, you know, and you know, Benjamin and Levi, which are the Haitians and the West Indians, man. Right. So they got all their riches, and they built this whole city up by blood. Right. They built it up by blood. So that's why the Lord's going to translate the kingdom from them to us.
Ooh, I just thought, hold on, let me get that.
All right, I got Job 20 verse 19. It says, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desire. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You know, and that's, you know, speaking to Esau. And the point I wanted to touch on that was because, you know, he took everything that did not belong to him, right? And on top of that, Esau goes around oppressing the whole world. You know, even with all the riches that he have gotten by the sea, he still oppresses the whole world, man. By the way of debt. Debt is one of them, how he oppresses the world. Then on top of that, the things that was freely made by the Heavenly Father for people to use in everyday life, he takes it and puts a price on it, which puts people in debt or put people in a harder situation than they are already in. Come on, bro. If we didn't have to pay for water, if we didn't have to pay for the natural things of the earth, bro, we wouldn't be going through half of the problems that we're going through today. But since this devil has this God complex and wants to be this ultimate ruler, right, and wickedness, he just says, you know what? Hey, if I can bottle water up and tax them, I'm gonna do it. If I can find a way to make them pay for breathing, I'm gonna do it. Which he kind of did in sort of way. By what? Soon you were born, you already in what is it, about $56,000 or $65,000 in debt when you're born. Soon as you come out the womb. Then when women have children, there's a bill for that. Like, what's wrong with this dude, man? Different like. Then on top of that, the food that we're touching is GMO food. It's not even healthy for us.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, just like you were saying, I got a scripture. Just like you were saying, you know, what's wrong with him, man? You know, he's unrighteous. The Lord made him to be wicked. You know, this is Habakkuk 2:4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." Right. So Esau is not wired right. Well, he's wired correctly, but he's created to be wicked, man.
Right. Yeah.
He's created to be wicked. Yeah, and there was something else I wanted to get on there too. It says yea, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right? And we see that really here in America. They call America the melting pot. So this is where you find all the people, right? And you can see how he goes to all these different nations and he wants their resources, man. You know, and he makes whatever kind of ruckus, you know, through these wars and terrorist attacks and you know, just to even mess up their economy, just to try to slip his way into grabbing their resources, you know, like the snake he is, right? It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, right? And we know that clay goes to the word ibadyat, which means debt.
Yep. Right.
Right.
And the brother made a
Yeah.
The brother made a statement earlier. Well, I don't want to cut you off if you have something he's about to steal something.
No, you good, bro.
Okay. Brother made a statement earlier about Esau destroying everything. Even though he's got the fatness of the earth in his hand, he's still destroying everything within it. And so I had a precept, but I also was thinking like, okay, for him to ensure that he continues to have that grip on us, he'll present things, to put you further in his grip, like that whole oil thing, like how he got control of the oil and Rockefeller became a billionaire. But then he
Okay.
started coming up with all these different products, and taking away things that were actually good for you so he could continue to get that grip, like oil-based medicine and these
Okay.
other different things, which actually make you sicker, rather than the herbs, which actually make you get better. So Ecclesiasticus 10:3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay.
Ooh.
Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. So I just want to tie that in with what the brother was going into.
Hey, bro. Right. And I got scripture back you up on that. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2, right? Because just as you were saying, man, Esau is wicked, man. So and because he's not using the knowledge of the scriptures to rule the earth, right? Everything's in disarray, right? Plastic all over the place, man. Toxic chemicals, chemtrails all through the air, right? GMO foods, right? So this is Proverbs chapter 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
People mourn, man.
Right?
And it's funny you mentioned plastic. I'm gonna let you finish your point, because that's also used. That's also a byproduct of his oil industry, because you use gasoline to make plastic, man.
Right. Right. Yeah. So when the righteous are in authority, right, the righteous, they're going to be ruling by the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And when those ways are established, there's order, right? Everything's being ran the way it's supposed to be ran, right?
Life will flourish and
yeah.
so on and so forth. Because like it said in that precept, through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. It's going to be life, not death. Go ahead, bro.
Right. And just as we read in Habakkuk 2 and 6, and 2 and 5, Salakia, right? He is as death, right? And he cannot be satisfied. So his ways, man, which are adverse to the Most High, as it says in 2 Thessalonians, right? His ways are adverse to the law, statutes, and commandments, which is why we have all this mourning of the people, the earth, and the animals, man. All this death and destruction all over the place.
Right. And an example of that can't be satisfied, that I'm gonna hold my peace, is when he was a billionaire. I can't get over that, man. When he was a billionaire, when people was making $520 a year on average, he was a billionaire, but he still went on to make sure he secured the future. And to this day, Rockefeller and them still have so much power because of those steps that he took, and he got it through it by any means, man. By any means.
That's
right. That's right. I got Sirach 19, Sirach 10 verse 19. It says, they that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. You see? So this is Esau all the way, man. And you know what? It has passed down to a lot of you Jakes, man. Because a lot of you Jakes have become this honorable seed, this deceivable seed, this degenerate plant. You see, not a holy choice noble vine anymore.
Right.
I got one more, jumping down to verse 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. And that's Esau's honor all across the globe. Why? For his riches and everything that he has. That's why when you, and I remember even back then, it's on a huge decline now. But more even back then, it was more like, well, when you think of people with the money, the image pop up in your head is Esau. You know what I'm saying? Or you hear a story like, yeah, somebody walked into a dealership and they was able to walk out with a certain type of vehicle. And in no time you ever thought that was your people. You like, shit, I wasn't our people. Ain't no way in hell they got the money to do some shit like that. Let alone credit. But you would think of Esau when when certain things come to your mind, and you just think automatically, like when it deals with money, you're like, oh, that's Esau.
Right.
That's Esau, because he's the only one that have the money the means to able to do this.
Okay.
Verse 31, it says, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? You see? So on the flip side of it, Esau is a dishonorable person in riches. So how much more in poverty? How much more is he going to be looked at in a low, destitute state?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know, because he ain't shit. He got everything, the world, and he ain't shit. Right. So when he gets to this low state, it's like, oh, this piece of shit. I can't believe he was ruling over us, man.
That's true, man. You know, you be seeing some of these Edomites, you can just tell by their countenance how they carry themselves. Esau's a slob, man. Esau's a fucking he a degenerate, bro. Like some of these women that be out here like, you don't belong here, and they be doing. You be seeing these videos, they be shirt be dirty, they be all ugly, fat as hell. Like I know I'm heavy, but I'm talking about neck be out to here, and they just be, these niggers, you know, ugly as all get out. Hey, they ain't some degenerates, man. But it says that they were base men, man. Among the nettles they braid, you know, children of fools, yea, children of base men, man. These are some of the lowest people on the planet Earth, man. Go ahead, bro. You got something?
Yeah, what y'all got? Y'all got something? I got some.
I got precepts. Go ahead.
I got Psalm 73 verse 6. It says I'll start at 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Okay. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, and they have more than their heart can wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. You want to say something?
Hey, man. Whoever want to chime in, it just goes right. They be backing up what I was saying, man.
They set their mouth.
They're completely proud. You know, and you can see it on their face, man. Like, man, I still haven't did a lesson on it, but I just got a clip the other day. This dude was taking out the trash in this apartment complex. Okay, and this woman was stopping. This woman turned around as she was leaving. She turned around and said, "Do you live here?" She's making it where he's got to tell her where she lives. She's taking a picture of his car, taking a picture of his license plate. Oh, you know, just doing all this stuff. And then when he tried to leave, she started jumping in front of his car. She was letting other cars go, but she was jumping in front of his. Hey, man, pride compasses them about as a chain. You know?
Yeah. Edomite just did that to my woman last week, man. Like, she went out to the car and grabbed some. And she gonna come outside and ask me, like, what she say? She said, can I help you? What you mean, can I help you? I live here. What you mean, can you help me?
Right.
But see, that's that, man. That's that spirit on Esau where they feel like they're entitled, and you know we gotta abide by, you know, their whole. Basically, we gotta just be under their rule or authority type of thing.
Yeah, like we gotta be their slaves physically again. You know.
And that's why I said that 1950s, 40s era spirit, because back in that time, bro, they was allowed to say little shit like that. Where you going, nigga? You supposed to be out here this time of night? Or you allowed to drink from this? Like, all that, man, that shit is out the door, man.
And you said the wrong thing. They could lynch you and not get in trouble.
That's right. Easy.
Oh, it'll be a lynch mob in a second. What that nigga say? Oh, he tried to rape her. Let's get this nigga. And it'll be on and cracking. It'll be on cracking. Crack-a-lacking. You'll be a hung, burnt nigga. And you know, that's just the truth of it. Go ahead, bro.
And it's so crazy because, bro, when Esau did their business, bro, all Edomites, bro, there wasn't no, don't leave that nigger alone. No, bro, they was all tagged along.
Yeah.
Right. They was all with it.
Yeah. Wasn't no social justice warriors. This is wrong. In this time and age we live in, equality.
They'll hang
his ass too. Oh yeah, you be right next to your nigger lover. You'll be snatched right on up.
And you know what's crazy, man? Yeah, man, these Edomites are the biggest races, man. They're the biggest races. When it comes to white supremacy, you know, nobody gets on them heavy, right? But when we come out there on the streets to push this word, right, and say and to bring it forth for the nation of Israel, right? They want to call us racist. Well, you're the biggest racist on the planet.
Hey, but according to the right terms of that word, bro, I'm completely fine with that, bro.
Right.
God,
Because the Lord's racist.
that's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? The Lord's racist, and he's a separatist, and we stand for our nation, and y'all stand for y'all's. I'm absolutely fine with that.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just the
I mean, I met.
unrighteous. It's just the
I know what
unrighteous
you meant, bro. I was
persecution
just,
we
I'm
get.
just,
When on the flip side, they can do it all day, but then when we do it, it's like,
right.
oh,
It's yeah, like something's wrong.
now you made
Yeah.
a statement earlier about them feeling like we should be their slave. Now we got to remember, this is the Lord's whooping stick. For a time we have been given into their hands. So they not in the wrong spirit. It's just that oppression make a wise man mad. It makes you mad to see this, like, because you know these devils, which are the lowest of all the all the people that was made, should be under you. But right now you under them. You know, and it pisses you off. But when they get into that spirit, hey, the Lord put them in that spirit. You know,
Right.
Lord put them in that.
Get someone. Right, that's right. So I'll finish this. Right, so it's the Psalm 70. Oh, what's this? 78? No, 73 slot. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men, right? And when you think of Esau's not in trouble as other men. They be cool for real. And then systematically how everything was designed for them to be on top, they don't gotta go through the troubles that Jake gotta go through. They don't gotta worry about redlining and shit like that.
Hey,
You know,
Jake
they don't gotta
wish they
worry.
could take out a double mortgage on their house. Be taking out double and triple mortgages. Well, you haven't paid your other mortgage, but we'll give you another one. We understand hard times come. Oh man, Jake be just
Right.
asked out.
Right. And they set it up to the point where, where it's like when Jake purchases houses, it's for them basically to remain in debt and they keep paying mortgage, but not to pay the house off.
Right.
That's why they put them in so much of a deep hole, to put us in a deep hole like that, for us to just continue to pay them and never be able to get out of those situations.
Okay.
Like
They make us slaves through the debt.
Yep.
They make us.
And Esau always gets some type of loan or some type of person they know to give them that bailout, as the system was created for them in that purpose. That's why, like, when our people be talking about this, we need black wealth, and then, man, fuck all that. You can't establish and build no kingdom within a kingdom that's already set up and ran by the people that has a perpetual hatred against you. You can't. It's impossible. You talking about setting up black-owned banks and all that when their faces is on the money. Meanwhile, when everything still goes back to them.
I mean, shit. Look at Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
There you go.
You niggas had all your own stuff. We need to get together. We got the most powerful dollar on the earth, and blah blah blah. Esau bombed your nigga ass. Y'all weren't even worried about them niggas. Y'all still killing one so-called white woman, because I want to say it as ratchet as possible. One white woman came and accused one nigga of raping her, and it bombed everything. They was in planes dropping dynamite on you niggas, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hey, that's the Shalakia. That's the first time. That's when people talk about like the first. Yeah, and niggas don't know that. When people talk about, well, America didn't get bombed. Yeah, America didn't get bombed by no outside invaders, but the first bombs was dropped on you niggas.
That's right.
And they did it 2 times. Because remember I don't know if y'all aware about the I forget the group. There was a group in Philadelphia. I forget the name, but they bombed them too. It was like a group in Philadelphia that stuck together. We might have to look it up some other time. I'm on a phone right now, so I can't really look it up. But yeah, they it was like a house, basically a tight knit family together that stood together, in Philly, and they stood up for each other, and basically, I don't want to say black power. I don't know how it was. I don't know how to say it or word it the right way. But long story short, Esau was tired of their bullshit and bombed them. And the ones that was alive, they went to jail.
Good. Yeah, because Jake, Jake,
You could
just
type
like
in bombing in Philadelphia.
God, I see something here. I'm trying to.
Slock it, go. My bad, Daniel.
yeah, because Jake think that because our people we push the dollar the most. They think that that's wealth. When these elites they created that fiat money, man, which is not really based on any gold or nothing like that. It's really based on oil, but they control the money. So really, the wealth is not in the dollars, man. The wealth is in the commodities, like like the land, the cattle, the people, right? So we don't need these dollars or these fiats. What we do need though is our enemies in chains as our slaves, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I found that account that the brother was talking about. Okay. Let me see here. Let me click this right here.
Yeah.
So it's right here.
Okay,
You let me click on it. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. Oh, it's right there. I guess you'll have to add it in. But anyway,
yeah, it was just like a quick talk. Like, I mean,
yeah, just talk about it. It says there was a group basically in 1978. Okay, there was a headquarters of a group known as, it was a so-called Black Liberation Group known as MOVE. Okay, and they enforced, because they was trying to enforce a court-ordered eviction. There was it was a 51 homes. Oh, I was muted.
Oh yeah, Salakia. Try that again.
Yeah. Don't worry about the screen. I'll just read it. But basically, it says there was a group called MOVE in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Philadelphia, and there was a so-called black mayor. Okay, so basically, they had a shootout with the cops. The niggas, which just goes to show you can't beat Esau, even back then, especially now with their military power. But anyway, they had a shootout. They killed a cop, and so the first black mayor in Philadelphia ordered a bomb to be dropped on them, which killed 11 people, and including 5 children, and destroyed 61 homes. So yeah, they tried to band together against Esau and liberate themselves, and Esau bombed that ass.
Right. And who knows how? Because we know Esau likes to manipulate the stories and say something they shot first to get them that right to do this and that. Like, long story short, Jake was not feeling Esau's way of life, and Jake was trying to do their own thing, and Esau was not having it.
Right. Hey, and that's how Esau spiritually a Pharaoh, man. The modern day Pharaoh. Because if you remember in Exodus, right, when Moses went and demand that Pharaoh let his people go, he's like, all right, you can go, but don't go too far, right? You can go, but sacrifice unto your God here in Egypt, right? Whose possesses sway no, Salakia. Basically, that what's that scripture where it says basically how
who the possessor slay them and hold themselves not guilty?
I think that's the only one.
No. Basically, where they don't want to let us go, right? We can't go off and do our own thing.
Well, we know it knows that if you find, if a man stealeth a man and you find him in his hand, then there's a great punishment, and we still in their hands. I don't know a particular precept you're thinking about.
Let me see.
But they also told him what he said. Well, you can go, but leave your cattle. He's like, well, what we gonna sacrifice? What we gonna use to burn then? In that case,
right. So they don't want Jake to be self-sufficient.
Yep,
that's right.
Yep. So back at Psalm 73, verse 6, it says, "Therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment," man. In ancient times, a garment is basically that was your clothing. So violence covered Esau as a garment, meaning that is his That is his look. That is his makeup. Violence. When you look at Esau, the first thing you think of for is his history, his track record. You just look at him like he's the devil. He's completely the devil. He's the wicked. And that's all you look at him. When you just look at him, you just see nothing but war. You just walk and you see the streets, different people. Just one person, you say, oh, there go a Black Hawk, there go a tank, there go a missile, there go a submarine.
Right.
That's what you can say when you look at Esau, because that's what he is about.
Well, they came up with a new missile. No
right. 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish for. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, because when it comes to Jake going through everything that they go through, it's always some. It's always they speak wickedly towards it. Why they always complaining about what they don't got, and they went through this, and this was 400 plus years ago, and da da da. But this shit is still affecting Jake right now. Everything
if I can do it, you can do it.
Right. It's not like they reformed the things to make it equal. No, they didn't ran we got 100 yard 100 meter or 100 yard race, and Esau at 90, and then tell us to go, and then win and say, well, we had the same opportunity. No. Right. Says they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth, man. Because everything that comes out of Esau's mouth is almost is blasphemy.
Yeah.
Even these so-called fake Edomite Christians, man, be straight blasphemy. For them talking about, well, God loves everyone, that's complete madness. You see?
Yep.
There is no, what they say, there is no God, or like the brother brought out in camp, God is, we don't know if he's a man or a woman. Like, what the fuck what are you talking about?
And that was a Jake that said that.
That's a Jake that said that. And y'all are completely destroyed.
But he
gets
that type of mindset from Esau, man.
From Esau.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbors, but the ways of the wicked seduceth him. That's why you got our people that they're taking on the characteristics of Esau.
Verse 10. Right. Oh, ye are of your father the devil.
Kind.
Verse 10, it says, therefore his people return hither, and waters of the full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Right? That's how they talk, Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. You see? That still goes back to the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, is more on that?
No, that's it.
Yeah, well, I got a precept, backing up what you said earlier on how they'll say that, oh, that was 400 years ago. That's in the past. Let's worry about now. You could make your life better now, this and that, which is it's untrue, because this whole system is not set up for our people. It's set up for Esau. All right. So this is right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. It says, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past.
Yep.
So that slavery that we went through, right? You're going to have to go through it too, man. Right? You didn't pay for it yet. All the bloodshed that happened to our people to build up your kingdom, right? You're going to have to go through that too. Right? So from there, I just want to get another one. This is what King David said. Right? This is Psalms chapter 149. And I'm gonna start at
You better not be wiping nothing on that chair.
And while you looking at where you're gonna start, I want to make a statement too. Like a prime example showing you that it's unbalanced and it ain't fair is how every Jake gets that point when they growing up where they come to the realization that the only way they're gonna have enough money to really be happy in this life, because that's what Jake want to do, be happy, is that they be some type of entertainer. You know,
Huh.
almost every Jake is like, I'm gonna do music, I'm gonna be in this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be in a movie, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a boxer, some type of sport, you know, because you look at what's around you and you're like, I ain't trying to work no burger joint, right? That shit ain't giving me enough money. Look at the struggle. Then you look over here, let's look at the struggle. You're like, what can I do? I ain't really into this technical, and even in that technical field, it's kind of hard. So I just be an entertainer. That's the only option I see, or I'm gonna be a drug dealer. You know,
But that's the only But when you look at it in a broader aspect, that's the only platform Esau have opened up for Jake to make it in that big type of way, because he makes money off of the entertainment of Jake. That's the only reason why he's allowing it. Two things: the entertainment, because it's keeping people happy, keeping people asleep, but it's making them money.
Yep.
So when we have that mindset, it's not because it's like, oh, what we thinking on a low level.
No,
we're just noticing that that's the trend, or that's the platform that Esau has allowed only for us to escape that way.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be limited ways out, man. Go ahead.
But then there's another twist to that, because it's an illusion too, because everyone doesn't. It's like a selection. Everyone still doesn't even make it.
Nope.
To them levels.
Yep, that's true.
Right. And you know what? For just to back that up, I'm gonna go here first. This is Psalms 137. It says, "By the rivers of Babylon." I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hang our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive," right? Which were the Edomites. It says, "required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion," right? And a lot of these entertainers, man, especially these singers and these dancers, man, they basically they exploit Jake, for their talents,
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
right?
Jake have to do a song and dance, do a song and dance to make money here, to make it, quote unquote. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, and here it is. We carried off and into our captivity. We was brought over here as slaves, and they still require us of mirth, right? Of a song, right? Which all the Jakes who aren't a part of this truth, that's what they're gonna be prone to do, right? To try to make it, try to make some type of money. It says, "How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy." It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom." So this is likening Babylon to Edom, right? "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation of thereof." Like even to the foundation thereof. So whenever Jake was the city of Jerusalem was being destroyed, if you notice in the scriptures, Esau was always there to chant on the destruction, right? It says, and this is the point I wanted to make. It says, "O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us," right? It says, "Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones," right? So all the atrocities they did unto us in slavery, they're gonna have it done unto them, and double at that, just as it says in the book of Revelations.
God, that's right. There's gonna be a recompense, man. For it is a righteous thing to render recompense unto them that trouble thee, man.
God.
It's gonna pay them back for everything done. We just gotta wait on the Lord, man. Hey, what to say? he that leave into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is the patience and the
The
faith,
faith
of the
of the
saints, man.
saints,
This is
right?
worthy of wait for, man. And it even talks about them with a two-edged sword to render vengeance upon the people, upon
That's
the
the
heathen,
next
man.
scripture. That's the next scripture I was going
Go
to,
ahead,
bro.
bro. Go ahead.
Yep, that's one I wanted to get. Let me see here. This is Psalms 149. I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, "For the Lord, for the Psalms 149 and 4. It says, the Lord, it's like here. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, and he will beautify the meek with salvation." Right. So that word meek goes back into the poor, the lowly. Right. It says he will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Right. So when you go into chains and fetters of iron, man, those are basically chains around your those are shackles.
Okay.
Just like they had us in shackles in slavery. It says to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. Right. So this this judgment is already written, right? So it's gonna come upon them.
That's right, brother. It's already written, man. Going back to the theme that we were starting off with, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna go from them riches to them rags, man. You're gonna go from that exalted position to a lowly position. And I got some precepts that I pulled up earlier going back into that. If you brothers, unless you brothers got something else.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I got a close on scripture.
Are you ready to close out already, or how you want to
roll? No, if you got your precepts, go ahead.
I
just got to close out scripture.
Okay, all right. So
let me
close this. So this James 5:1. Go to now.
There you go. That was it right there.
Okay, I'm gonna hold that then. I got something else then. All right.
We'll hold that one.
Yeah, we're gonna hold that. I'm gonna let you do that one. All right. Let's start here. Oh, you wanted me to get Jeremiah 49 in the beginning. But I didn't know. Jeremiah 49, I think you wanted me to start at. Okay. Concerning Edom, is there no more wisdom? Oh, you wanted me to talk about the bear.
I forgot.
Looking that one. I'm gonna go to Isaiah. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Isaiah 14.
Yeah, 49 and huh?
Go ahead.
49 and 10.
Okay.
Ooh, 9.
Starting at 9. Okay, Jeremiah 49 and 9. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Right, and Esau is no longer able to hide himself no more, man. That's why when you hear the term Esau, Edomite, man, a lot of people already know that's talking about the so-called white man today now. Instead of saying, oh, well, he's the Russians, and he's the Germans, he's the Swedes, and y'all Edomites, man. And your ass being uncovered. Y'all, what does scripture say? Their skirt is being lifted up.
Okay. You shall discover thy locks.
Okay. And some more on there too. Okay. Jeremiah 49. I'll just jump to 16.
12.
12. Okay. 12. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Right. So Jake wasn't supposed to be drinking that cup. You see?
Right.
But Esau, you think you gonna go unpunished? You think you ain't got to drink because now that's what they say now. These Christians now. Oh, you know what? We're gonna receive salvation and we're gonna be in the kingdom with y'all. No, hold on, man. So you mean you did all this shit on the earth, and you gonna be the kingdom ruling with us with no punishments? Man, hell no, man.
That's another reason Esau is fighting so hard to say that these Gentiles is other nations, because if who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ came to die for the whole world's sins, then all that stuff that according to the Bible would render them righteous recompense is washed away in the blood of Caesar. And washed away in the blood of Caesar Borgia, and we can enter into the kingdom, even though we raped, robbed, and murdered and pillaged, and there was no recompense. And even though it says, we reap what you sow. Oh, no. Yeah, that's why Caesar Borgia came to wipe away our sins in the name of Serapis, and they really think this is really what they want, because if that's not true, then they know slavery's coming for that ass, man.
Yeah. Why do you think they promote that YOLO lifestyle? Just as in wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, right? They think with that mindset that after this, that there ain't nothing left. Yeah, there ain't nothing left for your ass but slavery. Yeah.
All right. Did you okay, there's some more on there. Okay, verse 13, Jeremiah 49 and 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Most High, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach. Basra shall become a desolation.
That's the chief city in Edom, city of Edom. So, but we also know that's equated to y'all being for the Edomites, because how Jerusalem is a people before a place. You can start equating these the same way.
Yep.
Because that's a code, or I'll say this a better way. That's symbolic or a code name representing Esau.
I'm busy right now. I don't know what the remote says.
All right, so going back into it.
My bad.
Basra. Don't worry about it, bro. Basra shall become a desolation, you got a second, yeah. Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes.
Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, what does it say in the Zondervan or one of those dictionaries concerning Edom? The scene of future judgment, man. The only nation without not promised mercy by the Most High. Go ahead, bro. What you about to say?
That's right. I was just going to tie it in and just say, Isaiah 34, basically when it says it's gonna be a place that's not inhabited, but only by desert-like creatures.
Yep. Okay. That's right. It shall be a hissing, all that pass by shall hiss, and they're gonna be like, "What the hell happened now?" Verse 14. Go ahead. Got something?
Yeah, just like it says, in you're in Isaiah 14 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got actually we reading 49, but I got 14 open.
Okay, no problem.
I was gonna link it in with 14.
So you can read down I think 18, maybe 18 or 19.
Okay, I might stop at 17.
Oh man, bro, you might gotta stop at 22. Oh yeah, you gotta stop at 22.
All right, we'll keep going. Okay. Well, what did you want out of 14? Let's go ahead and link them together since we're going through so many of these precepts.
14?
I'm talking about Daniela.
Oh, out of 14? Basically how the nations they're basically they're taunting at Esau, basically how has he become as we,
Oh yeah, yep. I know what you're talking about. Yep, okay. It's just the man. Yeah, we're gonna go into that. All right, Jeremiah 49. Okay, back at 14. For I have heard a rumor from the Most High, an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. Yeah, so like you said, he put hooks in Gog and Magog's jaw and turned them back to their old ways, to the USSR Russia, to the back in them days when they was a threat to the US. And he's become a guard unto these other nations, and now they rising up, to meet in the Valley of Decision, Yahweh Shaphat, okay? To bring on
when you go to the next chapter, when you go to Jeremiah 50 and 51, what does it say? Call together the archers round about her, and then shoot missiles at her. Roughly paraphrasing.
They shall hate the whore and burn her with fire, and when it goes into it, links, okay, the daughter of the Chaldeans with the daughter of Babylon, okay?
And
that's Esau, man. That's Esau. All right, so verse 15, 49, Jeremiah 49 and 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Okay. They hate you. They hate Esau. You know, they getting to that point where they really see your wickedness. Verse 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh. Okay,
And that's just clues to just let you know who that is, though, too.
that eagle.
You see, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. We know that's Esau, Edom.
Yep.
You see, but then they also they put their nest as high as an eagle. The precept of that is in Obadiah.
Yeah, and they even in their little name they like to get themselves Caucasian. Don't they mean like cave dweller or something?
Yeah, cave dweller, yeah.
Okay.
Dwellers in the clefts of the rock, right? So and now it's gonna link it up some more. Jeremiah 49:17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation, and everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. Like I was saying, they gonna hiss, man. You know, why by like your brother was saying the other day, you're gonna see a big ass Komodo dragon and be like, damn. What the hell? I ain't trying to. I don't want to wrestle with that nigga. You know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the Badlands in the Lion King movie. All the land that thou seest, but that land to the north, they shall not enter. You know, because nobody's gonna dwell in this place after it gets destroyed, like the scriptures tell us. Just unclean birds and desert creatures, like the brother mentioned. All right. Let's go verse. Jeremiah 49:18. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Most High, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. It's backing out.
Hey, all right, and we can start with that one. Let me. I gotta get the precept now.
Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 34 verse. Isaiah 34 verse. Oh my goodness. I just gotta hit the point. Isaiah 34 verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
God.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a great sacrifice of Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, in the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever and ever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it ever and ever. The cormorant, the bittern shall possess it, and the owl also, and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the land of confusion, and the stones of emptiness. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and other princes shall be nothing. And the point is, after the missiles destroy and hit this place, you're not going to be able to remember where certain locations were of this place, landmarks and things like that. You see, because this place is going to be utterly empty, man, right? To the point where only these desert-like creatures are going to be able to dwell here. This place is going to be almost like a new land, because it's going to be inhabited by, these different, what it says, like the cormorant, the bittern, these different beasts.
That's right.
But that was just the point of backing up as this place, as it keeps equating, Edom, Basra, these places are going to be destroyed, man.
Okay.
Places are going to be uninhabitable for the presence of people.
That's right, brother. Okay. Okay, yeah, I do. I just use that one. All right, so just tying it all in. Okay, Isaiah 14:4. I guess we'll just start there. Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased, right? So let's establish who this is talking about. Okay. Psalms 137, right? Like the brother brought out earlier, right? Okay. Let's start at verse 7. 137:7. I'll start at verse 1 and jump to 7. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. Okay. Like the brother read earlier. Now go to verse 7. It says, remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem. So this is who Babylon is. It's the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Okay. Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. So we've now established who the daughter of Babylon is. It's Esau, Edom, right? So when we go to verse Isaiah 14, okay, and we read about this future judgment of Babylon, this is talking about the daughter of Babylon. Isaiah 14 and 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Okay, the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked. Well, this ain't talking about ancient Babylon. So this is another way of showing you that the wicked is Esau, Edom, all right? You so-called white people, all right? And the separate of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing, like we started off going into, okay? When the righteous are in authority, the earth is going to be in quiet and in peace and happy. But right now, it's crying out. Verse 8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. You can chime in if you got something to say, brother.
No, you good.
Okay. Verse 9. Yea, verse 9, hell from beneath it. Go ahead, bro.
Slock it, because I had to get my had to grab my bun. Yeah, bro. This is how much this devil have cut down trees and stuff like that, bro, for the trees to rejoice, bro, when he's taken out of power, man.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep, the physical trees.
People don't understand that.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, like, people don't understand that all these all these different things, trees, plants, coral reef, grass, all these different things they're living, bro.
They're alive, yeah. Yeah, if you look up a sped up of a plant growing, you can see that there's some form of life or spirit within them, because they move and they, these different things, man. Sure. All right, and also the trees also represent the people. Men are as trees as well.
Yeah, I see men as trees.
The whole earth. Yep, the whole earth is going to rejoice when this devil is taken down, man, including the actual plants and trees and animals and such. All right, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So it just explains to you what this is. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Finish off.
It just explains to you what this is saying when it says hell from beneath is moved for thee. Okay, it's not talking about some underground place where you burning in eternity and they're gonna come up and Satan gonna be leading the charge and these people come up on fire looking like zombies trying to fight this, whatever. No. This is talking about the dead. Okay, the dead representing those outside of this truth, these heathen nations. He that wandereth out of the congregation. What does it say? He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Okay, and that's the rest of you. Anybody that's not awakened is in the congregation of the dead. But it explains itself. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Okay, so you can't be a king if you dead. How you getting off the throne and you just came from from hell beneath the ground? No, this is talking about people, man, alive people. Go ahead, bro. So like.
And when you go into that fir trees, like in Isaiah 14, that make us so funny though, the fir trees is the Christmas trees today.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So when you really look at it on another level of all those different trees that have been cut down to celebrate that madness, you know what I'm saying? They cutting trees down right now just to get ready for it. God, so the fir tree is going to be greatly rejoicing, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn devils.
I just wanted to throw that in there.
No, you good. Okay, verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Because this place is crumbling at the foundation. The economy is weakened, the dollar's weakened, and it's getting to the point where America is beginning to be cut out of a lot of these different economic strongholds. They're getting cut out of the oil game. They're slowly getting cut out of the import thing, and the debt's just piling up. To the point where it'll be like, damn, what? I could have sworn y'all was running things a minute ago, but y'all looking like a third world country down there.
And the funny thing with that, because the nations see that, why do you think so many nations is dropping that dollar and going into what? Silver, gold,
right?
Different things, because they already know what's they see it. They know what's taking place. They haven't fully dropped out because they don't want to go to war with the U.S. about it, but they're slowly doing it to the point where it's like, look, we know, so we are preparing ourselves.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. They setting up them backup plans.
Yeah.
Verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, meaning thy pride, and the noise of thy vials. The worms spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. So your pride is being brought down low, and the noise of thy vials, this big music place here, Hey, the music that comes here, which is started by Jake, is being emulated and has influence all over the world, man, to where these other nations have, K-pop and hip hop over in Korea and different places, and so on and so forth. They try to imitate it, but the noise of this place, it ain't gonna be no more singing, man. The daughters of music shall be brought down low.
Yeah.
And when it talks about the worm is spread under thee and the worms cover thee, it's the decay that's happening here, the physical decay.
God, why would you do that?
The physical decay, the place is physically being worn down. The streets constantly have potholes, the buildings, the trash that you see in some areas, man. The decay is really on this place, man.
That's right.
Verse 12.
Through.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Right.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? You want to chime in on that, brother?
Yeah. So how art thou fallen to the ground, on Lucifer, son of the morning? In this situation, man, it's talking about Esau, Edom. They're illuminated on the left hand side, right? What do they call the elites? The Illuminati, right? Those elite banking families, right? So they're asking this question: how are you falling down? There's more in there.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely more. I just was trying to get that word. Lucifer, real quick. Go ahead.
Hey, how they falling down? Going from what? Riches to rags.
Right. Riches to rags.
Come on, bro. Like you said, bro, you got people to print out the money, own the money, to not owning shit. I'm talking about, like, bro, just your face card, bro. They don't have to carry anything. Credit cards and money, they don't. That when you own, what did the devil say? It says, I don't care who. What did he say? I don't care
who makes the laws.
Right.
But he who prints the money has the power, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Because if you have the money, you got the power, you control all that, then you can enforce all those rules.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, brother.
Those devils don't make these quotes for no reason, man.
Right.
See if I can get that. Oh, yeah, here you go. So this is the quote. It says the actual quote, which is attributed to Mayor Amschel Rothschild, is, permit me to issue and control the money of a nation, and I care not who makes its laws.
Right.
And that's what it is. That, man, the Federal Reserve is a private entity, man. People don't understand the gravity of when you say that the entity that prints the money for the U.S., that loans money to the government, that puts money in the treasury, is a private institution. It's not a federal branch of government. They don't have to allow you access to that property. That speaks volumes. That means that's a privately owned. So they own the nation. If you in debt to that bank, you think they ain't running shit?
Right.
Oh, I cut you off. That's it. No, you know, please don't cut me off. We'll do whatever you want. That's right. That's the nature of that relationship.
Just like I said earlier, man, they make slaves through debt. Right. So you're in servitude by being in debt to them, right? And they'll work both sides. They'll go in, they'll cripple your economy, but not allowing you to trade or to sell different things, and then they'll be like, all right, you want to do this, you want to do that to make money, or you want us to give you a loan. This is what you have to do. You got to push democracy. You got to push that Babylon juice.
That's right. And that word Lucifer is Hayalal. It's a H 1966, and it says Lucifer, light bearer, shining one, morning star, Lucifer. It says the king of Babylon and Satan, which we know, you know, it's really just talking about a light bearer, the illuminated one. But it says before it says Satan, it says the king of Babylon, and we just established who the king of Babylon is, because these judgments is coming down the pipeline that we're talking about in Isaiah 14. This hasn't happened, you know, to the king of Babylon. It happened to the physical land of Babylon. So let's continue. Isaiah 14 and 11. Is that where we at now? 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Okay, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. So this is where, this is where it was seen based off of the narrative that they give you in the Christian church. It seems like this is where they get that whole doctrine of, well, see, Satan want to be like God, and you know he's rebelling and he want to be like the Most High, so he goes up and he took the angels. And no, this is talking about a man doing the workings of Satan. Satan can't break the commandments of the Most High. Okay, right? The spiritual demon Satan. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Satan doesn't break the commandments of the Most High because he's an angel himself.
That's right.
Right on the left-hand side, and all the angels, they follow the commands of the Most High.
Right, you would have to get too deep into blasphemy to even really think that. So you guys, the first thing you have to say is that the all-knowing, all-creating who created Satan lost control of his creation. That's the first thing you have to say, which is stupid. But we know through the scriptures that the Most High created dark and evil. I mean, light and good, light and evil. You know, so like I create darkness and light. You know, he likes to see a battle. You know, but Satan's in complete control. Okay, as is Esau. Esau's created to be the wicked. Okay,
right.
But this is what Esau's saying. It's gonna say that. Isaiah 14 and 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, meaning a bad condition, to a low condition, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee. So how they gonna see you and you in hell?
Right.
Do that make sense?
They're gonna be like, you know, it's gonna say it, bro. Just read it, bro. Read it.
But that's the point I want to make though too. Before we read that, how they gonna see you in hell? You down under the ground somewhere, supposedly. I don't know, a living person walk around seeing, I see a fiery pit. No, how are these people gonna see you? And if they was in a fiery burning furnace, why they gonna be worried about your ass? They're gonna be worried about the pitchfork up their butt and the damn, flames burning them. No, this ain't talking about actual hell like you people say it is. That doesn't exist.
Hey, bro, could you read that verse again?
Yeah, Isaiah 14 and 15. You shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
So it explains it. It says you shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And when you go into that word hell, it should be let's see,
let me click it. Hell is Sha'awal.
Yeah, Sha'awal.
Yep, Sheol, underworld, the grave, the hell, the pit.
Right. So the grave. When you look up the word grave, it's just a pit, right? Think about it. You dig a grave, or you dig a pit to throw a dead body in, right? So these guys, they're gonna literally be inside of a pit. They're gonna be in the grave.
Yep, in a low condition. They sit down on the ground. Oh, daughter of Babylon, there is no throne, man. Right. Come to sit in the dust, sit on the ground. And that word, see, it says to the grave, or brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Now, when you look at Sha'awal, one of the definitions is pit, but then it says the word pit. When you go into that word pit, it's bawar, okay, bawar, and it says pit, well, or cistern. Okay,
right.
A pit hole, especially one used as a cistern or a prison. Come on now, cistern, right. Dungeon, fountain, pit, well. And Esau is going into a prison. He's going into slavery. What does it say? Bound their kings with fetters of iron.
Con.
Okay, and we're gonna wrap it up here soon. It look like bro need to get ready to go. Okay, but let's see here. All right, so now let's get to the next one. Isaiah 14:16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Right. They're gonna be looking at these so-called Caucasians. You're like, hey man, they're gonna look at them as I say narrowly, they're gonna have that look on their face, like is this the guy who was bombing everybody and making fire come down from heaven? you know?
Because you're gonna be exposed with how weak you really are, man.
Right.
Is this the guy that had everybody in subjection? Shit. Right. At one time.
Right. Like it says, is this the man? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the man?
So it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, man.
Right. It says Ayash, man, male, human being. You know?
Right.
So Satan, the spiritual demon Satan is not a man, he's an angel.
Ooh. Right. Yep.
He's an angel. So that just proves that you Christians don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's see. Unless there's something, okay, I guess I can jump down to verse 21 unless you brothers, if you look at Isaiah 14, if there's anything else you want me to go into, but I'm gonna go to verse 21. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. So this is prepare slaughter for his children, that they may not rise and possess the land. Right. So they're not going to own anything. Right. They're not going to build anything up. Right. They're not going to own anything. They're going to be owned. Right. They're not going to have any possession. Right. So just as we titled the lesson, man, from riches to rags.
That's right.
Right. They have everything now, but they're gonna go from having everything to having nothing. Right. And just as a closing scripture, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times, and when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? So we see Esau's kingdom going down, man. And who's going to take him by surprise? Who's going to take him by the heel from behind? Right? The nation of Israel. Just as the scriptures say, basically, Yahweh Shai is going to come as a thief in the night, right? To pull Esau out of power.
God, and I guess we could really close it out with James chapter 5. Like brother was holding on deck. I can read it though if you want. I'm just gonna start at 1 and go down to verse 8. Cool?
Yeah, I can't read it right now.
Okay, James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. You're gonna go from riches to rags, man. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. That's this damn blood money, man. Okay. And all these fancy garments you got on, you being exposed for the filth that's really upon you, man. Verse 3, your gold and silver. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I remember what we read it earlier. Violence
shall cover thee as a garment. And change and violence. Well, pride compasseth them as something like covered them as a garment, and violence compasseth them as a chain upon their neck, basically. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Hey, like it says that your Russia not altogether be wiped clean. Your wickedness is being shown. Verse 3, your gold, James 5:3, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped together treasure for the last days. Okay, gold and silver is cankered because it's got all that blood on it, man. Been getting rusty. Verse 4, Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Hey, even when you think about that whole Rothschild documentary, hey, yeah, that a lot of that money they have, hey, I'm pretty sure it came from slaves. You know,
That's how they started.
the money he got to that little loan he got from his daddy, I'm quite sure it came from slaves, some type of plantation or something they had. You know, so hey, the hire of the laborers. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, the hire of the laborers that have reaped down your fields, man. You kept it back by fraud. You didn't pay them nothing. You know.
Yeah, the Edomite, they can admit it or not admit it, but the Edomite economy was built off of Jake's slavery, man.
That's right, man. Hey, matter of fact, I think I even saw something about that where people was basically, you know, getting smart. But when America talks about this great fortuity they had, you know, they was like, yeah, no shit, you have 400 years of free labor.
Right.
No duh that your ass, you know, got built up and have all this money, you know, supposedly. Shit, nigga, you got free labor for hundreds of years. You didn't have to pay nothing, you know.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said, that hire of the laborers, which is kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. The righteous doth complain continuously, man. You know. And those cries are entering into the cries of the elect, and just Jake in general is entering into the ears of the Lord, man. Verse 5, ye have lived in pleasures on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. You know, ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. And he doth not resist you. You know, so this is your basically all the charges against you, man. You know. But we go back to some comforting words for the brethren. Verse 7, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth. He's waiting for the elect to be sealed, for his men to be perfected to the point where they can endure Jacob's trouble in the time that's coming on the planet Earth. Okay, and have long patience for it until he receives the early and latter rain. Verse 8, be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Hey, man, it's right around the corner, man. You know? It's right around the corner. Go ahead, bro. You have something to say?
Right. For the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. And when Yahushai comes on the scene and he gathers up the elect and he destroys this place at the same time, man, that's gonna be the beginning. Well, hey, we are already on the come up, man. We're already making that transition, but that's gonna seal the deal. You know,
that's right. All right, so this is the last one that I got, and then it's up to you, bros. Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. You know, we've been seeing more and more chariots, and you know, just know, brother. You know, once these, because we got a few things that must come to pass, but once they do, hey, man, gotta look up, man. You never know when Yahweh is gonna send Yahweh back to crack them clouds, man. You know,
right.
You know, we're getting closer and closer as the days pass. The days are getting shorter, okay, but the redemption is drawing nigher. So we just gotta endure until the end, and that's the only way to be saved, man.
Right. Come on, you brothers, grab me Proverbs 11 and 1, Baba Gashar. Okay. Hey, because what you people got to understand is a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, bro. And this is complete balance.
Okay. You ready? Proverbs 11. Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is abomination to the Most High, but a just weight is his delight.
That's right, man. A just weight, man. So the Lord's going to even out the playing fields. We was on bottom, right? Now y'all got to be on bottom. So while y'all are going from riches to rags, we going from rags to riches.
Right.
Hey, man. This goes into a few things right here. That's beautiful, man.
On his way.
Hey, Proverbs 11 and 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom.
There you go, man.
Right.
Yeah. You got something to say on that? Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, pride. With pride comes shame, and Esau's about to be put to shame.
That's right.
It said with the lowly is wisdom, right? And the lowly is, the men of the Lord, the elect men of the Lord at that, because hey, what does the book of Ecclesiasticus say? It says wisdom bringeth into a kingdom, and Israel's up next for that kingdom. We got next.
Next. That's right. Verse 3, Proverbs 11:3, the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the transgressors shall destroy them. Verse 4, riches profit not in the day of wrath,
Right.
but righteousness delivereth from death.
Right. So, hey, don't matter how no matter how much money or resources that these devils have, man, because when the judgment comes, that's it. That's it. You could have all the money in the world. Lord don't care about that. You still got to pay up, man. With your blood.
Oh man, see, y'all got me thinking of another scripture because it
Hey,
tells
what
you.
We gonna be on here. We gonna be on here all night, bro.
Ezekiel, when it tells you, it says, hold on, bro. Oh my goodness. It says like they should cast their riches, or like they should cast their silver and gold in the streets. We close out on that one.
Hey, I got all night. Ezekiel 7, okay, and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh.
Boom.
They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
There you go, man.
Esau being so greedy and wicked and quick to pile on these riches upon himself through any means, killing, rape, robbing, murdering, unrighteous decrees. Hey, but like I think brother brought it out, in the fullness of his sufficiency shall he be in straits. When he tried to fill his belly, what does it say? Every hand? No, I think I'm mixing two scriptures now, but either way, he's gonna get you right when you think you're about to accomplish your goal, man. All these years of wickedness and amassing all these riches and stuff, Most High gonna jack you up right when you think you're about to accomplish it. You ain't gonna feel your belly or your bowels.
Right.
Right.
All right, I guess hey, here's some more I can read, but we're gonna go ahead and go ahead and end it there.
Yeah, in the right.
Lord willing, later on this week, maybe tomorrow, if brothers is done, we're gonna go. We could do riches, rags to riches, dealing with Jake.
God, hey, that'd be a beautiful topic.
Okay.
All right, somebody
All right.
close out.
Yeah. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson for the brethren, and we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect brethren teaching and pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.